Hi, this is Sherri Thomas. I'm a career coach and founder of Career Coaching 360, and I'm passionate about helping professionals and executives reinvent themselves into a career that's motivating and inspiring. Today's podcast is on interviewing secrets, how to prepare so that you stand above your competition. Interviewing is intimidating. It's nerve-wracking. It can make you feel like you're 2 beats away from having a heart attack. You only have one shot at making a great first impression, so you need to make sure that you're prepared to give the right answers during your next interview. And that is so much easier when you know what the interviewer really wants to know about you. So I have 5 key questions that are going through your interviewer's mind. The first question is, can you do the job? These questions are usually really black and white. Either you have what it takes to be successful in the position or not. Before the interview, make sure that you study the job description so that you fully understand the job requirements. And then be prepared to talk about your skills and knowledge and training that will help you perform the job successfully. The biggest mistake I see job candidates making is talking about their responsibilities. And what they need to focus on instead, they need to talk about the results and accomplishments they've achieved for their previous employers. Okay, the second question going through their mind is, what extras do you bring to the party? So for most job openings, a hiring manager knows about 80 to 90% of the work that the new employee will be responsible for, but not the other 10 to 20%. That's because they want to know, what can you, as the new employee, add to the position? So what I want you to do is, before you go into a job interview, I want you to review the job description and think about any additional skills or talents that you can bring to that position. Okay, the third question going through their mind is, where are you a risk? Every new employee is a risk to a company. Every new employee is a risk to a company, whether it's a specific job requirement that they don't meet, or maybe they're potentially overqualified and there's a risk for them getting bored and then leaving, or maybe it's a potential health risk, whatever it is. So I want you to spend some time thinking about, where are you a risk? And what I like to do is I like to beat the interviewer to the punch by stating where I'm a risk and then reassuring him or her why it won't be a problem. So for example, maybe the job requires that you need to know some specific software and you don't. Then what I want you to do is I want you to sign up for some training, some online training before your interview. So that in your interview you can say, you know what, I'm really not that proficient in this software, but I've already signed up for some training for next week so that I can learn more about the software. The point is that you need to be able to discuss the area where you're a risk, and then I want you to immediately follow up with what you're doing to close that gap and why that risk will not be a problem. Okay, the fourth question going through their mind is really just, does the interviewer like you? And will you fit in with the corporate culture? This is an area that you really can't take personally. Either the culture and the team are a good fit for you, or they aren't. And believe me, it's so much better to know up front during the interview than to walk into an organization every day and have a pit in the bottom of your stomach because you're just in the wrong place. I'll give you an example. I once interviewed with a vice president of sales at a TV station. And after about an hour and a half into the interview, I really couldn't tell if he wanted to hire me or not. So I just actually asked him, do you think I would be a good fit with your team? And he looked at me and he was kind of perplexed. And then he said, no, I don't. And I found that so interesting. I said, why is that? And he explained that because he likes to let his sales team go out into the field, and he said they usually get pretty beat up by clients, and it's a pretty tough environment. And so what he likes to do is create a safe environment inside the TV station so that when they come back in, he says that he allows them to just vent and kick the garbage can across the hall and curse like sailors. And he thought I wouldn't fit in with that culture. And you know what? He was right. I really wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be performing at my best in a culture like that. So during your next interview, I want you to just be prepared to discuss your professional style and your work ethics and what kind of a culture you thrive in. And finally, the fifth question is, will you be able to work out the compensation and benefits package? I want you to be prepared to talk about a salary range that is acceptable to you. You should know about your lifestyle. You should know where your bar is set. And the reason I want you to talk about a salary range, I don't want you to give a specific salary because there's so much that can be negotiated in the benefits package. You could probably negotiate vacation days or stock or bonus or, all kinds of perks. So be prepared to give a salary range that would be acceptable to you. Those are 5 questions that your interviewer really wants to know about you. It's not everything you should do to prepare for an upcoming interview, but it's a good start. Now, if you have an upcoming interview, I advise you to get professional help and meet with an interview coach, someone who can continue giving you deeper, smarter interviewing strategies and who can fully prepare you so that you'll ace your next interview and beat your competition. I'm Sherri Thomas, and I hope you've enjoyed today's podcast, Interviewing Secrets, how to prepare so that you stand above your competition. If you want to learn more about interview coaching, then check out our website at careercoaching360.com. That's careercoaching360.com. As a free gift, you can even download a free copy of my exclusive career analysis package to help you jumpstart your career. Again, that's careercoaching360.com. I'm Sherri Thomas. Thanks for listening. I hope you're having a great day.